I'm back. I'm live. It says I have a very bad connection, but I'm going to try it anyway. Yes, I'm back. I am on live. I'm just waiting to see. I'm testing on my laptop to see if how the connection is on it.
Oh, ain't nobody came in yet.
How the connection is on it. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn it down because I'm not seeing a picture. Hey, Candy. Can't see you, but we can hear you. Says that they can't see me, but they can hear me. So
I don't know why that's how my hotel be having such bad damn internet.
I'm on my wireless internet. I'm not. I mean, let me see if I could change it to my. Oh, there I am. I'm there. You can see me now. Hey, what's up, y'all? We are back. I have screen went down, but I have Casanova on the phone with me. He wanted to come in with y'all and talk about this advertisement thing that's going on with YouTube. So let's see. We got about 16 people in the room right now. And I saw your little comments up there before, but now it's gone since it reconnected. But Casanova, how you feel? What's going on? How you feel about when you heard about the them taking the money from the YouTubers because the advertisers do not want their advertisement just being on anybody's channel?
I was real upset about it because, the thing was, I was doing just fine, getting that little money off the commercials and stuff like that. I was doing just fine with that. But these other YouTubers that, make videos and they putting up fight videos, and then you got all these racial videos and all this other stuff. And these are the people that basically mess it up for small people like us that make YouTube content, for fun, And I mean, I'm pretty sure they do it for fun too, but at the same time, it was like, I wasn't getting money off of YouTube, off the commercial or nothing for years because I didn't know. So like, now the same people that messed it up want you to go and support them over at Patreon. You see what I'm saying? Now they gonna leave us sitting back here with no advertisers, not getting no little bit of money, and now they want to go to Patreon. And I swear to God, if you make a video talking about the stuff that they talk about, as far as, who wants to put their commercials on front of your videos, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you know what I'm saying, one of them people that's talking about, I just want to get the truth out there, and I don't care about any of that,
But what
done is basically took our money away from us, messed up our platform, messed up the platform for everybody. And now you want to go to Patreon and act like you ain't have nothing to do with it.
But let me ask you this. Should advertisers have a say in, if y'all can hear me, let me know that you can hear me because I don't see anything coming up on my screen. Just tell me that you can hear me or you can hear Casanova because there's nothing coming up as far as my, I don't see anything. Oh, okay, I see it over here. I'm sorry. I see it over here. Y'all know how I am about them glasses. Let's see. Oh, I see it. 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 Okay, loud and clear. How you feel, Casanova? How you feel about advertisers? Should they be limited? I mean, should they have a say so? I mean, I know it's their money, right? You should have a right to say what you want to do with your money, right?
Right.
But
I mean, it's like this right here. I mean, I wouldn't put a commercial on front of somebody like, I mean, anybody who's doing any type of racial videos or violence videos or anything like that. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want the face of my company to show up on your channel. I wouldn't want that.
so what you're saying is the people that show violence or against this or against that, they have basically affected everyone.
Exactly.
But everyone,
Exactly.
but everybody is not the. I mean, everybody is not the same. Should you not have a right to say and do and how you feel and how you want to do? I mean, if you want to be ratchet, if you want to show fighting videos, if you want to show gossip videos, if you want to, if that's you speaking the way you feel and that's you speaking your opinion, shouldn't you have a right to do that?
I mean, yeah, you should have a right. Yeah, you can say whatever you want to say.
But don't ask for other people's money. That's what you're saying. Don't collect other people's money. If you want to be ratchet, if you want to speak your mind, if you want to be racist, if you want to use profanity, if you want to whatever the case it is that you want to do, you have that right to do whatever it is that you want to do, right?
Right, that's our First Amendment.
That's the First Amendment.
That don't mean I gotta
pay for it. That don't mean that I have to put my money towards your foolishness.
Right, exactly. I don't have to put my money towards funding. What I'm saying, your agenda, just like they was talking about. They got terroristic videos out there on YouTube as well.
Right. That's what they was
getting money from that.
That's the biggest thing, people was promoting terrorism. They was promoting a lot of things that advertisers wouldn't put no money behind anyway, and they feel like YouTube should have some kind of control on, where they putting their money at.
That's true, but don't you also think that racial videos are like terroristic videos?
Racial videos as well. If I have a product, I'm trying to sell a car or whatever it is that I'm trying to sell to get you to go to my site or to buy a product that I have, I should have a right on what platform that is being shown on. So my thing is, you can do that. You can do your videos. You can say whatever it is that you want to say. But do you still have a right to advertise it and use other people's money to? Should other people be paying for that? You see what I'm saying?
I see exactly what you're saying, because I mean the thing here is like, if I'm trying to build a bomb or something like that. Okay, I'm taking money from YouTube and putting it towards building that. Well, YouTube don't want to. They don't. The advertisers don't want to spend their money. Just like with with those terrorists. They taking that money. They buying, whatever they want to buy with it, guns or whatever they want to buy with it. And YouTube is a part of funding all that. What
about it could be looked at as well as, if advertisers pick and choose who they want to put their money, on the videos, couldn't that be some kind of discrimination though?
Yeah, it could be, but just like you said, basically what you're saying was, you got one bad apple that messes up for everybody else.
Right. And it wasn't just a little money. This is like 80% of advertisers pulled out. So
Right.
even
I
if
think-
you,
I think
even
it
if,
was like
even if you're
a
getting,
few $1 billion, wasn't it?
huh?
I think it was like a few $1 billion, wasn't it? In advertising.
A few billion, yeah, it was $1 billion of advertisement. So even if you're getting a $500 check or $1,000 check, you're going to see a great change in your revenue.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so people worked out here. People have worked so hard to build their subscribers, by putting in work. And there's a lot of people that put in work, with the editing, with doing a research on things, with giving you good information. There's a lot of people that put in that work on that. And, it's going to affect not just people that's racist or terrorists or, different things. It affects everybody. I don't care what kind of video you have. It's going to affect everybody.
Exactly. It sure is.
How do
You know
you?
what? I think that most people don't really realize that when it comes down to Donald Trump, it's like this right here. When Donald Trump first came in, one of the first things that he went after was the fake news media.
Right.
And what people are not realizing is, regardless if we have a constitution or not, our First Amendment of freedom of speech is being attacked, and this right here is a form of it. This might be small to a lot of people, but in actuality, this is a form of your First Amendment being attacked.
It's a form of.
In a lot of other countries,
It's a form of censorship.
right, it's a form of censorship. Exactly.
It's a form of trying to get you to conform to what they want you to be and what they want you to do. It's like, if you're not going to do it, you're not going to say, or you're not going to act a certain way that I want you to act, I'm going to take my money.
Exactly.
And you can say what you want to say. You can act how you want to say, but I'm not going to be providing my dollars for you doing the things that you're doing.
Right, exactly. And that whole thing, our First Amendment is being attacked, and it's going to only get worse in the near future because you have some countries that have shown in history that have fallen due to fake news.
Right.
And that's what they're trying to get a hold on is, stopping the fake news. But you guys also, it's not just the racial videos or the violent videos. It's the ones out here that's also putting out this fake ass news. And, they constantly put it out there and they swear up and down that they got real news, but they just some 40 and 50-year-old man that's sitting at home in their mama's basement behind a damn computer reading articles, and every article they can find, they gonna make a video about it talking about North Korea or the Russians. And the stuff ain't even credible.
Right, because they just pick it up of what somebody else said.
Right.
But us as YouTubers or people that do YouTubers, I know that the trucking community is very small. As far as us talking about how many subscribers we have and things like that. We're very small, but we are niche. We have made significant progress from what it was before. There's more YouTubers out here that are doing videos from trucking. Not all of us talk about trucking, all the time, but we have that trucking background. So we're developing our own type of platform. How is it that we or anybody, how is it that we can progress in this movement of being able to, grow, have our subscribers? Because it looks like right now, you're going to have to depend on your subscribers to support you. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, unfortunately, me personally, I would like, unfortunately, I can only speak for me at this because there is a lot of information that I would love to share with people. But ever since I did that seminar, I can't give that information out for free now.
Okay.
You see,
So
you see what I'm saying?
Patreon may be a platform for you to get your knowledge and things that you know in the trucking industry out, to be able to get people to support you and get you out there that way. But you know as well as I know, when you start asking people for money, you know, they're not necessarily wanting to support us.
Well, you know what? You know what, Diva? The only thing I look, you know, the people that came out to that seminar, that came and gave $40 to come to that doggone seminar, you know, they may have lost a day or two in revenue of not running their truck. Okay? But they got good information to come to that doggone seminar. It was $40. Now those people took a day off of work. They took a day off of work. And they came out there not only to support me, but they wanted to try to get as much information as they could to try to be successful. And I'm not saying that, you know, their success is owed to me. But this is the way I look at it right here, Diva. Just like it says in the Bible. You know, you was talking about that dude named Theo. He got 640,000 subscribers and only got, 700 Patreon.
He got 635,000 subscribers, and he only has like 600 and something Patreons that pay $5 a month to watch his content, and 690 something Patreons at $5 a month. I calculated that at about $4,500 a month.
Right.
Plus, he has the PayPal.
He should not be whining about that. He shouldn't be whining about that. I mean, because the thing is, and I don't want to lose my train of thought of the point I was trying to make about that right there.
Okay.
The thing is, you know, that dude right there make videos. The Advertiser show, Theo, the Advertiser show. That dude right there make videos, and he talk about, different, police brutality and all sort of stuff, and he'd say, well, you know, as black people, you know what I'm saying, black people got to work harder to get to where they want to be other than white people, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And now he one of the main ones talking about some, well, you know what, I'm going to take my channel down because I'm not getting support. Man, look, you got a damn good start going, and now you're going to end up quitting, and you making money with it. And you're supposed to know how your people are, so you say, coming out of your mouth. But the thing is right here, Diva. You know, just like I was saying about that seminar, that handful of people that came out there to get that information. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go over to Patreon, and I'm not looking for people. It's the fact that I owe the obligation to those people that came to that doggone seminar, so I can't get the information out for free. Right. I look at it just like the Bible. The Bible says, you know what I'm saying, the road to heaven is narrow, and it's gonna be few that's gonna walk that road. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like right here. If somebody don't want to invest, take that like we do the same thing. He doing $5 a month. If you don't want to invest $5 a month, $60 a year, that could possibly help you make $250,000. You know what? We cool. You know what I'm saying? If you want everything if you that doggone cheap to not spend $60 million that could possibly land you or help you make $250,000. You got, man, I don't know what to tell you.
Chasing Andrew Jackson is in here. Chasing Andrew Jackson, we're going to put you on three-way. I don't have your phone number, though. I was going to add you on to the call. I wish you could message me your phone number so we could add you in on a conversation, because you are a big YouTuber on YouTube, and you have a lot of subscribers as well. You will also see a change. And how do you feel about it? Let's see. T. Gray says, Casanova, people that put negativity or racist on or violent content on YouTube, let them pay for their own content. How you feel about that? Can you hear me?
You talking to me, Diva?
Yeah. T. Gray says people that put negativity or racist or violent content on YouTube, let them pay for their own content. So people that do the negativity, people that are racist, people that do violent content, should they just support themselves? Or could they have their supporters just support them?
Well, I mean, they can have their supporters support them on Patreon if they want to.
What about on YouTube? So should it be censored that just the advertisers not support those people? Should they have a right to say, I don't want to support these people that do this, that, and the third, and leave it as that? And if your video contains that, then we're not going to put no money behind it, and you can just get your money from your subscribers.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. They should have the right to do that. I mean, you wouldn't want to do that, would you?
Do what? If I had a product that I was selling and I was a multi-million-dollar company.
Yeah, probably was. I mean, it don't even matter. It don't even matter.
If I had any product that I was trying to sell, no, I would. I really wouldn't, because it puts. I really wouldn't, because it. I don't know. I kind of have mixed. I kind of have mixed feelings about it, because my thing is too, like, okay, you go to church. Okay, let me just give an example. I don't know if it makes sense, but okay, how about you go to church, right? And you up there preaching a sermon and all that kind of stuff, and you take a collection, right? But some of the people in the congregation stole that money, or some of the people in the congregation pimp for that money, or some of the people in the congregation hold for that money. Do you still take their money too? Yeah, you don't ask them where the money came from. But my thing is, you just take it. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of it, I'm just thinking, it leads to a lot of censorship. If you're gonna put your money behind somebody, and you have that many people listening to you, like if you got 500,000 views, you got 1 million views, your content may not be what everybody wants to hear, but 1 million people watching you,
Right.
1 million people is watching you. So how you gonna pick and choose? I mean, I could sit up here and say Jesus loved me, and maybe only 5 people watch me. So you gonna put money behind me just because I say Jesus loved me? But you got somebody.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But just like you said a little while ago, basically you said, one bad apple make it bad for everybody. So you know what I'm saying? If they did that, just like you were saying, it would be a discrimination factor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, we got right now, supposedly, we have freedom of speech. So you can't go through there and say, well, you know what I'm saying, this is a freedom of speech country. You know what I'm saying? So, Casanova, Diva talk about trucking, they talk about whatever they want to talk about, and I should just talk about whatever I want to talk about. If I'm talking about violence and building whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Casanova. Just one moment. I do apologize. Let me just address somebody right quick. Truck Simulator, okay? We're trying to have a conversation. I don't know what you're trying to do or what you're trying to prove or think that you are funny in any kind of way, but we're trying to talk about something. I would appreciate if you stop. If I could block you, I would, but I'm not able to because I'm doing too many things. So I appreciate you if you just stop commenting, saying that you're a 5th grader and you're 11 years old or whatever the case may be. These are grown folks on here trying to have a conversation. We're talking about a subject. If you do not like it or you do not want to participate in it, you may exit, and you may exit now. Okay? I'm sorry. Go ahead. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna call Justin. I'm gonna call Chase Andrew Jackson. He gave me an 800 number for him to call. Hold on, just 1 second. I didn't. Business folks use their 800 number. Business folks got 800 numbers. Hold on 1 second. Let me add them in on the call. Nine six seven 4941.
Hey, y'all doing?
What's going on with you? You doing all right?
Yeah, hear me?
Huh?
That's all good.
That's wonderful. What you want me to call you? Cass, we got Chase and Andrew Jackson on the line. We want your input. We want.
How you doing, Cam? I'm doing fine, sir. How you doing? I'm hanging in here. You must got a lag like a 2-second delay on your end. Oh, is it?
That's that 800. That's that 800 number. Listen.
I'm on mobile internet out here in the truck stop, so I don't know how it is.
Okay. How?
Okay.
You heard us talking about the changes that they made on YouTube. How do you feel about that? And does that impact you in any way? And the third thing is, do you have any options or anything that you're changing about your channel that you're doing?
I mean, as far as my channel, I just want to find out about, YouTubers, advertising through YouTube, but, I mean, I don't know, echo? Yeah, hear echo?
I don't hear an echo.
Nah, I don't hear nothing. Okay. But as far as my channel, I was making about $1,100. And I'm looking at the studio right now, Creative Studio.
Uh-huh.
And I'm all the way down to like 400. So it's devastating for my channel. I mean, as far as the views, I'm still managing about the same amount of views, which is usually 200,000 views a month. But the money it's below cutting in half. It's almost 3 times gone. And I didn't know anything about the advertisements leaving YouTube. I'm just now finding out about it. But I just thought, I really didn't know what the issue was. But I guess I'm finding out now,
But that's a lot. That's a difference coming from $1,100 a month down to over how much you say now?
Well, I mean, Creative Studio right now it says I'm at 470.
400. I mean, that's
the views are going up.
That's 50% though. Your views are going up, but your income has decreased 50%. So what?
Over 50.
Yeah, are you making over 50%? Are you thinking about going to Patreon or adding anything different to your channel, or doing anything different? Are you looking at YouTube as a business, or are you just looking at it as a hobby?
Well, since the money went down, what I was going to do is I was going to try to slow down on the channel because I upload videos every day for entertainment. And because I upload videos every day, my money was real stable. But since it's going down, it's like I might as well slow down on the videos and try to work more on the production side of videos, video editing, try to learn how to make my videos better versus focusing on content. I might as well just try to bring it up to a better level since the money ain't there no more. You know what I mean?
Since the money's not coming from advertisers, and you may have to depend on subscribers. Even if you made your videos better, or you did more editing on your content, or changed the content, that's not going to change the income though, because it's affecting everybody.
Right? Yeah. Right. I don't think that because you make better videos that things are gonna, are gonna get better as far as money. And shoot, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Look, I didn't make no money off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, man, I got my first check within like 12 years. No, like 9 years. It took me 9 years to get 12,000 subscribers. So You know, last year my check was only $3,200. I mean, not that I care, you know what I'm saying, but my check was only $3,200. I mean, it was free money. Don't get me wrong. But it was only $3,200 so I can only imagine what that probably would look like by the end of this year. Right.
Logan says. Logan's.
Advertise your whole time on YouTube, or you just been collecting money, or you just started collecting? I mean, you just started advertising.
Well, I mean, I think I only been advertising for maybe 4 years. I don't know, because I mean, for years I didn't have no commercials and stuff like that. I mean, they just start. Sometimes I make a commercial and I make a video and a commercial might just pop up on front of the screen, so on front of my video. So I thought YouTube did that. I didn't know that I had to do that. I didn't know that I had to do that. I was like, man, they go out on YouTube put a commercial in front of one of my videos. Okay, that's great.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Okay, Cass, what are the viewers are saying? If we all are going to depend on our subscribers, we better not quit our day jobs. But some of us has turned the YouTube of what we do as far as the daily blogs and things like that has turned it into a good income for us. So it's just like a business. It's different if this is something that you just want to do as a hobby. But if you start people get cameras, people get all kinds of things to make this into a great business for them so that they can depend on this income sometime in the future. We all know we don't make money right away, but 5-10 years from now, I mean, it could be a substantial amount of money. So as a business perspective of doing this, what are some of the changes that you may see that we may need to do? Because better content is not going to help with the advertisement.
I don't believe so either.
That's not going to help with the advertisers, because YouTube got to come up with a way of who they put their advertisement in. One option people are doing is they're going to Patreon, where they're charging subscribers. If we got to charge subscribers to look at what we're doing, we definitely are not going to. I mean, well, I can speak for myself. I don't know, because I just don't feel like if I put out content enough that somebody will want to subscribe to it every month. And that's just speaking for myself. Casanova, you may be different. Chase and Andrew Jackson, you have something different as well, because you're teaching now a little bit of the business aspect. People are seeing you grow. They want to do, that as well. So they're getting a lot out of your videos as well. I used to do a lot, with information and stuff like that, but I kind of backed off of it a little bit. How do you build that? How do you continue the what you're doing and build from that? One option, if we could all get together and do something people would pay for, not individually, but that's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to come to one accord and start, there's one platform that everybody can go to see trucking videos or YouTube videos and things like that. I don't think that's going to happen. It's too many egos we have involved. But
no, that ain't gonna happen. Just like that person that made that comment that said, you better not quit your day job. I mean, that's a true statement.
Right.
You better not quit your day job because, people want free shit. That's what they want. And it's obvious. I'm not gonna hate on no other YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? You got YouTubers out here, they just vlog their everyday life.
Right.
Okay,
And they do good at it. I mean, they do good at it. People like to see that. People like to enjoy other people just living their life, not coming at them with a lot of things. Everybody has a different perspective on what it is that they do. That's what makes us so different, and that's what makes us the ones that are doing different things very successful at it. I'm gonna read some of the comments of what the viewers are saying. Let's see. K&E Motor Transport says you guys work for that money. Your time has value. You're right. That's another issue that we need to discuss. We do work for our money, and the information that we give out is valuable. Even if it's just entertainment, it's still valuable. You do have to come up with something. Marcus says, have you all thought that maybe YouTube is lying about those advertisers? No, I don't think so, because it's real. It is really real. YouTube don't make money. Their stocks, if you look at their stocks, they haven't made a profit in years. Let's see. Chris says, Miss Diva, I think it's a part of the censorship of the internet. Maybe you need to add merchandise to your channel. Willie says, let's see, I just want to hear Casanova talk about truck driving. I'll pay for that. There's a lot of people, Cass, that says that, they really just want the knowledge about truck driving. And if they have to pay for that information, they're willing to do that. How you feel about that?
I mean, if I feel like, it's something that can really be done, I mean, I'll do my absolute best with the videos and make sure that, that the videos have, compiled information that's going to be helpful, because I want people to get more than what they pay for, of course. I mean, I would just have to do the very best that I could to make sure that they get what they pay for. So, but the thing is, too, a lot of people wanted to come to that seminar and they couldn't make it. And, so, I mean, this right here could also be, it could be a good place where people will say, well, I don't have to go to Dallas. I can get it right here. I may not get it as fast as I want to, but I'm going to get it right here.
Right.
So,
but maybe that's something that you need to, entertain. Chase and Andrea, I think that, you as well have a lot to offer to the game as well. Number one, you being so young. Okay. Number two is that you got this business credit thing. You're learning it and you teaching us as you go. So that's a lot as well. I mean, you taking people through the steps of how to get the business credit without using your personal guarantee. That's the benefit. There's so many things, but we have to learn how to monetize that, capitalize on it, and be able to let people benefit off of it without feeling like you just giving it away for free.
Right.
Because you put a lot into it. You are actually going through it. Casanova has actually been through it. The different things that y'all are doing. So I think we just need to come up with a way that that we all can monetize without making people feel like, I don't know. You start asking for money, that's kind of a sticky situation when you start asking people for money. Because I just got a comment on my video yesterday or something. Someone left a comment and said, because I don't answer my comments, is that fair to them as a subscriber since I'm getting paid from YouTube? They felt that, I should answer comments because I do get a check from YouTube and YouTube is paying me and they're subscribed to me. So the least that I could do is answer the comments. And I wouldn't explain. That's the reason why I do live feeds, is so that if you have questions, you could ask them at this time. I'm not a type of person that would want to sit and answer comments of somebody that's not even there. You see, because we have the issue with the trolls and people think it's funny to come on your page and make comments. They don't have a picture. And my time is valuable. My time is very valuable. So if I take time out to answer a question for you, I want to know that you're a real person, not somebody that's just playing games.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. I mean, people don't realize the kind of danger it is really to make YouTube videos or the stuff that we go through as YouTubers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We go through some stuff. We go through some stuff as YouTube, and people don't know that. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? You be getting all kinds of threats. People be talking all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people that want to try to find some dirt on your ass and, you know what I'm saying, throw it all over YouTube and just all kind of stuff. And a lot of these people don't even be in trucking. They just, you know what I'm saying, they just try to find some kind of, they just, you know, come jump in your trucking world and, you know, and ain't even in trucking. And they try to make your life a living hell. And, you know what I'm saying, next thing you know, I mean, just all kind of shit that we go through as YouTubers for that little bit of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, you know, people don't realize, like, you know, when I took my videos down, like, I was just really tired and done with social media, period, because, number one, I'm not a social media dude anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy making my YouTube videos and stuff like that. But as far as Facebook and all that, that's why I look at Facebook and stuff, so, you know, I'm not a social media guy because, I mean, I'm a man. You know, I mean, it's simple as saying I'm a man. I don't have time for that.
Right.
Let me. That, you know, if a dude got to say he's less a man, but I mean, the stuff that we go through as YouTubers, man, it's ridiculous. Well, I mean, I got some more points. I'm gonna say that because you know I can talk.
Let me answer some of the questions. Marcus is asking, are we all planning on going to DATS in Dallas? Chase and Andrew Jackson, are you going to DATS?
Yeah, I'll be back in Dallas.
Okay. Cass, you going?
Yeah, I plan on it.
Okay, we all plan on being there. Let's see. I know how a weekly Q&A live video on all trucking issue tips and realities, and people pay to join the conversation. Chris says a weekly Q&A live video on all trucking issues, tips, and realities, and people pay to join the conversation. That's the idea. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a real good idea right there. That's a real good one, yeah.
But they're saying, you know, the things that we go through are the same things, you know, celebrities go through. We put ourselves out there in the social media, and you know, we get a lot of flack for it as well. But you know, that's all a part of being out in the open and I guess, you know, doing the things that we do. Let's see. It's GATS, not DATS. Okay, I'm sorry. You know, they will get you. Let's see. Let's see. Other than that, go ahead and make your points, Cass.
Dude, I forgot the point I was trying to make, but I mean, we go through a lot of YouTubers, man, and you know, look.
I'm like this. I feel like this.
You know how bad my mind is.
But I feel like this. At the end of the day, we do this. We wouldn't put advertisers on there if we wasn't trying to make, you know, a couple of dollars. And we all talk to each other about having multiple streams of income, okay? Not having just one way to make money. YouTube has provided. None of us, I didn't think that, you know, I would have the subscribers that I have today. But I'm appreciative of it. And also, I feel like, you know, this was a good way for us to make money. And a lot of people was making good extra money with it. For it to just go away like that, it takes a hurting, you know. That's why we just can't depend on one thing. We have to have different things, and we also have to keep coming up with new creative ideas to not just depend on YouTube, just like we don't just depend on trucking, just like we don't just depend on, you know, one thing, to have many things that we could depend on so that they balance out each other. But I don't know. You say that you're going to take a look at that Patreon thing and try to build on that?
I mean, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to because, um, I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's just like this right here. Like, hey, if I got information to share with you, then yeah, of course I'm gonna sell it. Yes, I'm gonna sell it. But I never asked anybody for no money. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, what I mean, I sold just a business. It ain't all free. And I was content making that little bit of money. Just getting the download money from YouTube, just a little commercial and stuff.
Right.
But these guys, have come out.
YouTube money is important. I said the YouTube money is important because what people don't realize here, you see, when I first started my channel, it started off as a hobby. It started off with me with a cell phone, and as I started making videos, money started to roll in. And as the money rolls in, you start to look at your videos and you start to think, well, man, people really like this. We really changing people's lives. So you start thinking, man, I don't need this cell phone no more. I need a camera. These people want to see driving videos. They want to see real life videos or me doing the work. I can't do that with a cell phone. So if I got to do a driving video, I need some type of action camera with this type of mouse, with this type of setup. So as the YouTube money come in, we take that money, we use to upgrade our camera gear and our equipment.
And reinvest in your business, right?
As the channel grows, the money grows, and we just continue and continue to grow the channel. But we don't know how good it was until it's all gone. Like I told you, my money's been cut over like 60%. So it's kind of hard to grow when you take it a hit like that.
Right. Right. So.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Them cameras, man. Like some people might go get a GoPro or something like that, and that's fine and dandy. But then again, the GoPros don't stay charged up long. So you want to get a camera that don't stay charged up for 6-7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Then it's gotta have so many frames per second. Like I went and bought a camera, got 10,000 frames per second. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So and it shoots in 4K. So a true 4K, not that junk these other dudes be getting. It's a real camera. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you try to put this stuff out here, and it takes a lot to sit down and edit this and take this out, put that in. That's the reason why I was like, okay, well, I don't really have time to do all that either. So,
right.
I mean, like, I'm really upset, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really upset because these same people that don't want to take responsibility for them being the cause of them basically YouTube, the advertisers leaving YouTube, because of them. Now they want you to go to Patreon, and now they want to blame everything on YouTube, and they don't want to take none of the doggone blame.
None of the responsibility.
I'm talking about Phil, the Advertiser show. Yeah, I'm talking about him. I showed a lot of people that subscribe to him. Yes, I'm talking about the Advertiser show. I'm talking about people like Cynthia G. I'm talking about people that, these people have messed it up for us getting this little bit of money, man. I mean, golly.
Well, we just have to come up with more creative ways and start to rebuild and try to find solutions, and hopefully YouTube will come up with something that will make it, better for everyone. Let's see. Hey, Casanova, Miss Diva, where's my hammer? I have no idea what you're talking about. Y'all, we just wanted to come in and have a chat with you today because we was talking about the advertisement. We didn't know if you all knew that the advertisement was taken from YouTube. Over 80% of the revenue that was given for advertisement, the advertisers have taken back. It's billions and billions of dollars, and a lot of people are affected with that. So we wanted to come to you today and talk about it. I'm glad you all joined us. We will try to come back and do these live feed for you about different issues and things. If you don't mind, before you leave the room, I would appreciate if you gave a thumbs up. I want to thank, let's see, interesting because that's funny to me. In fact, challenged myself years ago and deleted my Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, tag, Twitter, everything in social media. Oh, you said I could be the moderator. I'm sorry, Craig. You can be the moderator. If somebody tell me or show me how to do that, I'll be more than happy. Please inbox me and you can walk me through it so I can do it for you. But y'all, we don't want to take up too much of the time. We've already been on here almost about an hour. We're going to try to get back with y'all and have some more conversations about trucking, YouTube, business, and things like that. Thank you so much, Andrew Jackson, Justin, for joining us on the call. Thank you, Casanova, for being on the call with us. And we're going to give you some more of this, and we're going to come back to you live, and you could get them trucking questions. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Casanova is not going to be answering questions that he gives out in his seminar and things that people pay for. He won't do that because it's not right to the people that already purchased his CDs and seminars and things like that. So he will give you the basic information, and hopefully we could talk more. It was great chatting with y'all. Love you all. Casanova, you want to say something before you go?
No, not really. But you know what? I do want to say something. Look, man, I'm telling y'all, man, this right here is what, people gotta. Hey, look, this right here is what I want to urge people to do, man. And I know this right here might be kind of off topic, kind of on topic. But look, this right here, but I want to challenge everybody to do this, man. Give yourself a break off Facebook. Give yourself a break off Facebook. Give yourself a break on YouTube as far as the people that you watch. I ain't talking about just truckers. I'm talking about all your subscriptions. And start trying to find other things to watch. Give yourself about 30 days to do that. And then come back to Facebook and come back to YouTube and then determine whether if you can see all the bullshit. Just give yourself a break. And I promise you'll see it there. Because I just want to say that right there. Because me and Ghost was talking about that yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I was telling Ghost how, how things have been so much better for me since I basically came off of all of that other social media. And Ghost had did the same thing. We talked about it months ago. And now since he's able to come back on social media and kind of Facebook, he said he just logged in not too long ago just to see what was going on. And he was like, man, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And, so like, I just want people to just, clear your mind of that. Just cleanse yourself of that, man, and just start to see what's going on, because there are very important things that's happening right now with our country and our world.
Yeah,
and people are not paying attention to it. They nose down in Facebook. They don't. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Sister Deborah, she said something, and I'm not trying to talk bad about any race of people or anything like that, because my dad is black and white, my mother's Native American. But I will say this right here. She said something. She said, black people, we really have to stick together. We really have to come together. And I'm not trying to be like no Malcolm X, no Dr. Martin Luther King. But she said there's a song. Well, there's a song that she was talking about. It goes like this. It says, bombs bursting in the air, and we don't give a care as long as we can pay our fare to La La Land. Okay? We got to start sticking together. Everybody's got to start sticking together. And we got to realize the things that are going around us. Our freedom of speech is now being attacked. I'm telling y'all that right now. That's why I'm saying cleanse yourself of Facebook. Cleanse yourself of all. It's like people are in a real life trance right now. You are in a trance and you don't see it. You are, you know that thing that goes around in circles and make a little noise like woo, 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 like that. People are in that right now. I swear to God, we are in that. I'm not in it no more. But you got to break yourself from that and realize what's going on. This whole thing about China, Russia, North Korea, I'm telling you, it's not going to go down the way y'all think it's going to go down. It's not. You're not going to be able to see the truth if you keep clouding yourself with the social media stuff. I don't care about going to Patreon. I don't care about making it. I'm cool with the money that I make.
Well,
Okay?
yeah, Logan says Patreon is not going to be the savior to YouTube. You're right, Logan, it's not. But we're looking at this as a business. We look at YouTube as a little side hustle that we have, or a little business that we have, and it had the potential to grow. So what we're trying to do is find some other options that we may can use as well that will that we can grow. We all want to have different revenues of income. You want to have a different revenue of income, and we just don't want people just take the money that we was getting and things that the content that was given, and that's just all taken away. So we're just coming together, brainstorming, seeing what we can do as far as replacing or substituting that income. But
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Dave. I'm gonna tell you right now, Steve, and not to cut you out. I mean, actually, Patreon can be a savior for you too. I mean, we just seen it today. This one dude, he makes $27,000 a month.
27,000 a month. There's a lot of them that make a lot of money on there. Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm getting mesmerized by the money. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm just saying, but it could be. It could be. But as far as that right there goes, I mean, because I don't want nobody to say, it's just about the money. Because you know how people get. Oh, it's just about the money. They just want to make some money. They just want to make some money. You know what? Now I want to sell my experience. You know what I'm saying? I want to sell my experience, and and that's what I want to do. If people want to support that, then they can. If they don't, they have a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're not going to be friends. It's not like we're going to be cool just because if you don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, back to what I was saying, like, hey, man, people get out of a trance. Put y'all stuff on the 30-day fast from that Facebook bullshit and that Twitter and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And come back to it and see whether you really want to be a part of social media like that again. Anyway.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to try to come and do this again. And I'll look for your message, Craig, so you can help me do that. And it's been 57 minutes, y'all. We really appreciate your time. We really appreciate you joining us. And we'll talk to y'all again soon. So make sure you have the notification on so that you can be a part of our conversations that we have. This time it was about YouTube, and we'll pick a different subject for next time if we choose to get on here. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.